Alright adventurers, I have another D&D story time for you here, and this time it was a puzzle that was so amazing that our dungeon master had thrown at us, but when we worked out what it was groundbreaking and actually like I shook, especially my character, very personally. So let's get into what the puzzle was. At one point during the campaign, we actually came across some mind flares, but the mind flares were working for the BBG. The last thing it did was send out like this mental signal to us, whereby it was a series of numbers, and it was this like series of numbers, and it kept kind of like echoing throughout our heads kind of thing, and we had the foresight to write it down. So let me show you the sequence of numbers and what's going on with this puzzle. So this was the sequence of numbers which kept echoing throughout our heads. 2, 6, 12, 13, 9, 1, 8, 10, 11, 3, 5, 4, 7, 14. And we had no idea what the hell this meant. At least looking at it, you can see it's the numbers 1 to 14 in a different order, but we had no idea what to do with these numbers. We had no idea what the sequence meant, and we kept trying to come back to this, but we never actually kind of worked out what was going on with it until a couple of months later into the campaign, where we were trying to think, okay, 14. What is the significance of 14? But then we eventually remembered that the big bad of our campaign was obviously called Ash Finish Major. And that's when we realised that his name actually consists of 14 letters, and then we had to try and work out what the hell this code meant. So we went through several different things until we finally figured out how to solve this puzzle. So the way that you solve this puzzle is that you take the numbers and you end up counting through the letters. So let me show you what I mean. So number 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters into this sequence. And so if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you'll get the letter I, and then if you go for 2 you get A. I'll just finish the rest of this all out for you, but it ends up going to I am Jason Fisher. This actually ended up being a crazy revelation for my character, especially because Jason Fisher was actually my long lost brother, and so the BBG of our campaign was actually my brother, and so that was a shock that really took me by surprise and the rest of the party. So it was an amazing puzzle set up by my DM, and honestly, though it took us a little bit of time to get there, it was amazing when we finally solved it. So if you like this puzzle and want to set this kind of thing for your own players, please go ahead and please let me know how it goes for you, because I'd love to hear how you kind of implement this puzzle. If you want other kind of puzzles and ways of hiding codes and whatnot, I do actually have a video that you can get linked down below to this, whereby I go through several other different kind of puzzles and codes that you can use to hide messages from your players. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and remember,
Please follow Gaming Treasure Chest for more D&D content.